Hey everyone, welcome back to Speak English with Mishu. I'm Emily, and as always, I'm here with Liam. How's it going, Liam?
Hey, Emily, I'm doing great. You know what? I had a little personal win this week. I finally managed to save a chunk of my salary before spending it. Usually I spend first and then save what's left, but this time I flipped it.
Oh, that's awesome. Honestly, I think many of us struggle with this. Salary comes in and poof, it disappears. Rents, bills, a little shopping, and suddenly we're wondering, where did all my money go?
Exactly, and that's why today's topic is so powerful. We're talking about how to manage your salary wisely every month. Because if we don't control our money will control us.
Yes, and here's the hook. Think about this. If you learned how to manage your salary wisely, in 1 year you could have peace of mind, fewer money worries, and maybe even a small investment growing for your future. Doesn't that sound amazing?
It really does, and that's what we want for you, our listeners. By the end of this episode, you'll have simple, practical strategies to take control of your money and improve your English while doing it.
So let's start with a simple question. Why is it so important to manage your salary wisely? You know, Liam, many people think, I'll just earn more money one day, then I won't need to worry about saving.
Right, but the truth is, if you can't manage $500, you also can't manage $5,000. It's not about how much you make, it's about how you handle it. Salary management is a life skill, just like cooking or driving.
Exactly. And when we don't manage it, we live paycheck to paycheck. That means waiting for the next salary to survive. No savings, no plan, just stress.
And stress is expensive. It affects our health, our sleep, even our relationships. Imagine not being able to go out with friends because you're broke by the middle of the month. That feeling is heavy.
Oh, yes. I remember one of my friends telling me, Emily, I work so hard, but by the second week of the month, I have almost nothing left. She felt frustrated and powerless.
And here's the thing, this happens to people everywhere. Whether you earn a little or a lot without a plan, money slips away. But with smart management, you don't just survive, you start to build a future.
That's why today's episode matters. We're not just talking about money, we're talking about freedom, peace of mind, and confidence. Imagine opening your wallet at the end of the month and still having money left.
That's the kind of life skill that makes you stronger. And the best part, it's not complicated. With a few simple strategies, anyone can do it.
So stay with us, because in this episode, we'll go step by step. First, we'll look at the real-life problems people face with their salary. Then, we'll explore the reasons behind those struggles. And finally, we'll share clear solutions that you can start using today. Let's be real for a moment. When salary day comes, most of us feel happy, excited, even relieved. But that feeling doesn't last long, does it?
Not at all. For many people, the first week feels like freedom. They pay bills, buy groceries, maybe even treat themselves. But by the second or third week, money gets tight.
Exactly. And that creates a cycle of stress. People start borrowing money from friends or using credit cards. And when the next salary comes, it's already half gone before it even arrives.
I know that pain. Back when I first started working, I used to run out of money just 10 days after payday. I remember eating only instant noodles at the end of the month.
Oh, I've been there too. And it's not just about food, it's about missed opportunities. Like, you can't buy that book you wanted, you can't join that course, you can't travel with friends, all because your salary vanished too quickly.
And emotionally, it hurts. You feel like you're working so hard, but there's no progress. It's like running on a treadmill. You're moving, but not going anywhere.
Yes, and this is the real problem we're diving into today. Salary mismanagement doesn't just affect your wallet. It affects your confidence, your future dreams, even your English learning sometimes.
Oh, that's true. Think about it. If you can't afford an English class, or if you're too stressed about money to practice, your growth slows down.
Right. So this isn't just a financial problem. It's a life problem. And unless we face it, it keeps repeating month after month, year after year.
That's why we want to help. In the next part, we'll go deeper. What are the hidden causes behind this problem? Why do so many people, even smart and hardworking ones, fail to manage their salary wisely?
So why does this problem keep happening? Why do we spend our salary so fast? One big reason is emotions. Salary day feels like celebration day. People think, finally, I can reward myself.
Oh, yes, that reward yourself trap. You go shopping, buy new clothes, eat out at restaurants, and suddenly half your salary is gone.
Exactly. It's not that treating yourself is wrong, it's that without limits, it becomes dangerous. Money disappears because emotions are stronger than logic in that moment.
And then there's social pressure, like when your friends invite you out, you don't want to say no, or maybe your relatives expect you to spend on certain things, you feel guilty if you don't.
Yes, society plays a big role. Another cause is poor habits. Many people never learn basic money skills. We learn math, science, and English in school, but no one teaches us how to make a monthly budget.
That's so true. I remember when I got my first job, I had no idea about budgeting. I thought managing money meant just paying bills and hoping the rest would last. Spoiler, it didn't.
And here's another hidden cause: instant gratification. That means wanting things right now instead of waiting, like buying the newest phone on credit, even if your old one still works.
Right, it's that I want it now mindset, but the price is heavy. You pay later with stress and sometimes even debt.
So to sum it up, the main causes are emotions, social pressure, poor habits, and instant gratification. These things quietly drain our salary without us noticing.
And the good news is, once we see these causes clearly, we can fix them. And the next part, we'll share the first practical solution to managing your salary wisely. And trust me, it's simple but powerful.
All right, let's jump into our first solution. And this one is simple but life-changing. Pay yourself first.
I love that phrase. It sounds a little selfish at first, but it's actually the smartest financial habit. What it means is, before you spend your salary on bills, food, or shopping, you save a small part for yourself.
Exactly. Most people do the opposite. They spend first and then save what's left, but usually nothing is left. By saving first, you make sure your future always gets a share of your income.
Let's make this practical. Imagine your salary is $500. You decide to save just 10%, that's $50. On payday, you immediately transfer that $50 into a savings account or even a separate mobile wallet. Now you only see $450 as your real salary.
And the magic is you won't even feel the difference after a while. Your lifestyle adjusts naturally to the smaller amount, but your savings grow month by month.
That's right. It's like planting a tree. At first, the seed looks small, but give it time, and one day you'll be sitting under its shade.
I love that image. And here's the English learning twist. Pay yourself first is also a mindset for growth. Before giving your time away to others, save a little for yourself, like practicing English daily before scrolling social media.
That's a clever connection. So the first big step in managing your salary wisely is this: always pay yourself first. Make savings automatic, and you'll always have a foundation for the future.
And remember, it doesn't matter if you start with $5 or $50. What matters is the habit. Small drops create an ocean.
Now that we've talked about saving first, let's move to the second solution. Create a simple monthly budget.
Yes, and don't worry, when we say budget, we don't mean something scary or complicated. A budget is just a plan for your money. It's like a map. It tells your salary where to go instead of wondering where it went.
Exactly. One of the easiest budgeting methods is the 50-30-20 rule. Have you heard of it, Emily?
Oh, yes, I love that one. So here's how it works. 50% of your salary goes to needs, things like rent, food, transportation. 30% goes to wants, like eating out, shopping, or entertainment. 20% goes to savings and debt repayment.
And if your income is small, you can adjust the percentages. Maybe 60% for needs, 20% for wants, and 20% for savings. The key is to have a system.
Let me give you a story. One of my friends used to spend without a budget. She always felt broke. But when she started writing down her expenses, she realized she was spending way too much on small things like coffee and snacks.
Oh, I know that trap. A coffee here, a snack there. It feels small, but at the end of the month, it can add up to $100 or more. That's money that could have gone into savings.
Exactly. And that's the power of a budget. It shows you where your money is actually going. Once you see it, you can make better choices.
And here's a simple tip for listeners. Take 10 minutes at the start of the month, write your salary amount, and divide it into categories. Stick to that plan, and you'll feel more control immediately.
Yes. And remember, a budget isn't about restricting your life. It's about designing your life. You tell your money what to do instead of wondering why it disappeared. Okay, ready for the third solution? This one is powerful. Track your spending daily.
Ah, yes, the daily check-in. It sounds simple, but it's like looking in the mirror. You see exactly what's happening with your money instead of guessing.
Exactly. Most people don't realize how much they spend on little things. A bottle of soda, a taxi ride instead of a bus, ordering food instead of cooking. These small amounts silently eat your salary.
I once did a 30-day experiment where I wrote down every single expense. And guess what? I found out I was spending almost $80 a month on snacks. Just snacks!
Wow, that's huge. And that's the beauty of tracking. You can't improve what you don't measure. When you see the numbers, you wake up.
And today it's easier than ever. You can use a simple notebook or free apps that track your expenses automatically. Even a note on your phone works.
Yes, and here's the best part. When you track your spending, you feel more in control. Instead of thinking, where did my money go? You'll say, I know exactly where it went. That confidence is priceless.
And there's a bonus for English learners. Write your daily expenses in English. For example, coffee, $2. Bus ticket, $1. This way, you practice English while managing money.
Oh, I love that. 2 skills in 1 habit: financial control and English writing practice.
So the third solution is clear. Track your spending daily. It takes only a few minutes, but it gives you powerful awareness.
And once you're aware, you can cut the waste and direct that money to savings, investments, or even learning opportunities.
Now let's move to the fourth solution, and this one is about long-term success. Set financial goals.
Yes, because saving without a goal feels boring. But when you save for something specific, it feels exciting. A goal gives your money a purpose.
Exactly. For example, maybe your goal is to build an emergency fund, 3 months of salary saved for unexpected situations. Or maybe it's saving for a new laptop, a trip, or even starting a small business.
I remember when I wanted to take an advanced English course, I set a goal to save $20 every month. At first, it looked small, but after a year, I had enough to pay for the course. That felt so rewarding.
That's a great example. Goals keep you motivated because every time you save, you feel one step closer to your dream.
And here's a tip. Make your goals SMART. That means specific, what exactly do you want? Measurable, how much money do you need? Achievable, is it realistic? Relevant, does it matter to you? Time-bound, by when will you reach it?
Yes. For example, instead of saying, I want to save money, you say, I will save $300 in 6 months for an emergency fund. That's clear and motivating.
And don't forget to celebrate small wins. Even saving $10 towards your goal is progress. Every step counts.
So, the fourth solution is set financial goals. Without them, saving feels like a chore. With them, saving feels like building your dream life.
And the best part, These goals don't just help your money, they also build discipline, patience, and confidence, skills that are useful in every part of life, even in learning English. Okay, so we've shared some strong solutions: saving first, budgeting, tracking, and setting goals. But let's be honest, Liam, it's not always easy to follow them, right?
Not at all. Obstacles always show up. One of the biggest is unexpected expenses. Maybe your bike breaks down, maybe there's a medical bill, or your friend's wedding comes up. Suddenly, your savings plan is in danger.
Yes, life is full of surprises. Another obstacle is self-control. You see something you really want, like the latest phone or new shoes, and your brain says, buy it now, even though your budget says no.
Oh, I've been there. And sometimes the obstacle is emotional. You might feel discouraged if your savings grow slowly. You think, what's the point of saving $10? It's nothing.
That's true. But here's the thing. Every big achievement starts small. $10 is the seed that becomes 100, then 1,000. The key is patience.
Another obstacle is social influence. Friends may say, come on, just spend it. You only live once. That pressure can be really strong.
Definitely. But remember, real friends will respect your choices. And saying no sometimes is actually saying yes to your future.
So how do we overcome these obstacles? One way is to build an emergency fund. Even a small one, like $100, can protect your savings plan from surprise expenses.
And for self-control, try the 24-hour rule. If you want to buy something that's not urgent, wait 24 hours. Most of the time, you'll realize you don't need it.
Oh, I love that tip. And for discouragement, remind yourself of your why. Ask, why am I saving? If your reason is strong, your patience will be stronger.
So yes, obstacles will come, but with strategies like emergency funds, patience, and self-control, you can stay on track. All right, Liam, let's do a quick role play to practice what we've discussed. Imagine I just got my salary today and I'm tempted to spend it all.
Okay, Emily, you just received $500. What's your first move?
I feel like buying new clothes and eating out tonight. But wait, I remember your advice. Pay yourself first. I'll save 10% immediately. That's $50 in my savings account.
Perfect. That's step one done. Now, what about the rest?
I'll create my budget. Needs, $250 for rent, groceries, transport. Wants, $150 for fun stuff. Savings already set. And the rest, maybe $50 extra I can keep as a small treat.
Nice. And now daily tracking. Every time you spend, you'll note it in your phone. Coffee? Check. Snack? Check. That way nothing surprises you at the end of the month.
Yes, this makes me feel in control. And I can also set a goal, maybe save $300 in 3 months for an English course.
Exactly. You see, by following these steps, paying yourself first, budgeting, tracking, and setting goals, you're managing your salary wisely.
And I feel proud, Liam. Not stressed, not guilty. I know my money is working for me, not against me.
That's the mindset we want every listener to adopt. And the best part, you can practice this role play in English too. Say the numbers, write the plan, and even talk aloud as if you're explaining to a friend.
Yes, 2 wins at once: financial control and English practice. All right, listeners, let's take a moment to learn some useful words and phrases from today's episode. These will help you talk about money in English.
First one, pay yourself first. Save a portion of your salary before spending anything. Example, I always pay myself first so I can save for emergencies.
Second, budget, a plan for how to spend and save money. Example, I made a monthly budget to control my expenses.
Third, expense, money spent on something. Example, my biggest expense this month was my electricity bill.
Fourth, emergency fund, money saved for unexpected situations. Example, I keep an emergency fund in case my bike breaks down.
Fifth, financial goal, a specific target for saving or investing money. Example, my financial goal is to save $500 for a new laptop.
Sixth, instant gratification, wanting something immediately instead of waiting. Example, buying snacks every day is instant gratification that harms your savings.
And seventh, track your spending to keep record of every expense. Example, I track my spending daily to see where my money goes.
Try to use these words in your own sentences or conversations. It's a fun way to practice English while learning smart money habits.
Exactly. Words become habits when you use them, and using them while managing your salary will make both your English and your finances stronger.
Wow, Liam, we've covered so much today. Let's quickly recap. First, pay yourself first. Save a part of your salary before spending.
Then create a budget to plan your money, track your spending daily, and set clear financial goals. These steps give you control, confidence, and freedom.
And remember, obstacles will come. Unexpected expenses, temptations, social pressure, but with patience, self-control, and an emergency fund, you can overcome them.
Exactly. Managing your salary wisely isn't just about money. It's about building discipline, reducing stress, and creating a life where you can focus on your dreams, like learning English or traveling.
So here's your challenge, listeners. Start today. Even if it's just saving $5, writing a simple budget, or tracking your first expense, take action. Small steps lead to big results.
And while you're at it, practice your English. Say your budget out loud. Write your goals in English and use the new vocabulary we learned today.
We believe in you. You have the power to take control of your salary, your life, and your future.
Thank you for joining us on Speak English with Mishu. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, share with friends, and comment below about your first saving step.
And remember, your salary is not just money. It's your tool for freedom, growth, and dreams. Use it wisely.
Until next time, keep practicing English, stay motivated, and manage your salary like a pro.
Bye, everyone. See you in the next episode.